Clarissa, Russia is really escalating its attacks where you are, also in western Ukraine. What's the latest?
So, Dan, I think a lot of people had initially thought that Western Ukraine would be spared the worst of the bombardment because of its proximity to Poland and other European countries. But what we're seeing is clearly telling a very different story. CNN spoke with an eyewitness in that base, Yavoriv, outside of Lviv, who said that about 5:30 this morning, there were three, at least, massive missile strikes, leaving huge craters, also killing 35 people, as you mentioned, more than 130 people also injured. This was a base that we understand to be a sort of welcoming center or reception center as well for people who were coming to join the so-called International Legion, people from different countries who were wanting to volunteer to come and fight with Ukrainian forces against the Russian invasion. We don't know the breakdown yet of who exactly was killed, but it is fair to assume that some of them may be foreign nationals as well as Ukrainians. And I think this is the largest strike we've seen in terms of the maximum number of casualties in one attack. But it's certainly not the only bombardment we have been seeing today. At least 9 people killed in the southern city of Mykolaiv. And we are also now learning from Kyiv authorities, the Kyiv police, that American journalist has been killed here. Another American journalist who was with him was also injured. They were in Irpin, which is that heavy-hit suburb of Kyiv to the northwest, where we and many of our colleagues have been spending a lot of time. We don't know the details of it. Of course, as soon as we get more information, we will let you know. One more thing that's important to add. We heard again from President Volodymyr Zelensky today saying that they are desperately trying to get humanitarian aid into Mariupol, that besieged southeastern port city of 500,000 people. He said that the convoy was 2 hours away, and that was about an hour ago. We know previously, though, that Russian forces have attacked convoys. They've come under fire. The situation there, absolutely desperate, Dana. So time really of the essence to try to get aid into that city and ferry out the desperate, the wounded, and all the civilians who remain there, Dana.
Clarissa, thank you so much for that reporting. And needless to say, please, please, you and your crew, stay safe. Thank you. And here with me now is President Biden's National Security Advisor, Jake Sullivan. Jake, I want to start with that strike on the military training base that Clarissa was just talking about near Lviv, the western side of Ukraine, just 11 miles from the border with Poland. What does that tell you about Putin's strategy? And how worried are you about this strike coming so close to a NATO territory?
Well, first, thanks for having me, Dana. We've been warning since well before this invasion got underway in February that the plans for this invasion involved Russia attacking all over Ukraine, southern Ukraine, eastern Ukraine, and yes, western Ukraine. So this does not come as a surprise to the American intelligence and national security community. What it shows is that Vladimir Putin is frustrated by the fact that his forces are not making the kind of progress that he thought that they would make against major cities, including Kyiv, that he is expanding the number of targets, that he is lashing out, and that he is trying to cause damage in every part of the country. What President Biden has made clear from the beginning is that we will not have U.S. military forces operating in Ukraine, and there are none operating there now. But we will defend every inch of NATO territory, even as we seek to provide military assistance to the Ukrainian fighters who are bravely defending their homes and bravely defending their cities.
And let's talk about any effort for diplomacy here. Vladimir Putin talked with the German and French presidents for more than an hour yesterday. Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett is reportedly telling Zelensky to make a deal. What are you hearing and seeing? Is there any diplomatic solution in sight?
Well, we have been in close contact with the Ukrainians. President Biden spoke with President Zelensky just a couple of days ago. He speaks to him on a regular basis to get updates on what is an ongoing communication between Ukrainian negotiators and Russian negotiators. That is the negotiation that matters, because ultimately It is Ukraine that will have to make its own sovereign decisions about the shape of any diplomacy going forward. From the United States' perspective, we're here to stay in touch with all the key players, as you mentioned, the French, the Germans, the Israelis, others, but ultimately to support the Ukrainians. And as things stand right now, Vladimir Putin does not look like he is prepared to stop the onslaught. And so we will continue to escalate the pressure against him and continue to support the Ukrainians as they fight to defend their territory.
I want to ask quickly about something you just heard Clarissa Ward report, which is that we're starting to get word about an American journalist killed in Ukraine. Do you have any information about that, and what is your reaction?
I've just had the opportunity to hear about it as I was coming on air, so I will have to consult with my colleagues and with our allies and partners and with the Ukrainians on the ground to learn more about what happened. But if, in fact, an American journalist was killed, it is a shocking and horrifying event. It is one more example of the brutality of Vladimir Putin and his forces as they've targeted schools and mosques and hospitals and journalists. And it is why we are working so hard to impose severe consequences on him and to try to help the Ukrainians with every form of military assistance we can muster to be able to push back against the onslaught of these Russian forces.
Well, let's talk more about the potential for that help, particularly militarily. This week, the U.S. rejected a deal that would help get Polish fighter jets to Ukraine, but do so through a U.S. military base. The Pentagon, as you well know, was concerned that that would be perceived as an escalation by the U.S., be perceived that way in Russia. But Zelensky is still pleading for help. Members of your own party are urging urging the U.S. to help them get planes. So are you talking about another way to get Ukraine these planes, or are you ruling it out completely?
Well, the president listened to the assessment of his intelligence community. He listened to the advice of his military commanders. He consulted his NATO allies, and he ultimately determined that the risk-benefit analysis of flying planes from NATO bases into contested airspace over Ukraine did not make sense, was not something that he would authorize. What he did talk to President Zelensky about on Friday was other capabilities that could achieve a similar purpose. And so we are working on that now, other anti-air systems that could help take help the Ukrainians make progress in terms of dealing with the threat that is coming from the air from the Russian side. We are working on that intensively in close coordination with our allies.
Anti-air systems, does that include plane? I mean, I understand that what you just said about the president deciding that this particular deal to give Polish planes to Ukraine through the U.S. wasn't going to work, but are there other planes that you're working on getting Zelensky, because that is specifically what he's asking for?
Our focus right now is on anti-air systems as well as other forms of assistance, and I'm not sure if you're referring to some other set of planes that I don't know about or some other means that I don't know about. Right now, we are not looking at the provision of the fighter jets in question to Ukraine. We are looking at other methods of getting the Ukrainian defenders advanced capabilities to be able to blunt the Russian advance and protect Ukrainian towns and cities.
Jake, are you confident that supply convoys are safe?
What I'm confident of is that the United States, our NATO allies and partners, and the Ukrainians have set up a system where we believe we will continue to be able to flow substantial amounts of military assistance and weapons to the front lines to help the Ukrainians ensure that Ukraine is a strategic failure for Vladimir Putin. Of course, these convoys are going through a war zone, and so to describe them as safe wouldn't quite be accurate, but we believe that we have methods and systems in place to be able to continue to support the Ukrainians as they fight very bravely, very effectively against the attacking Russian forces.
The U.S. said this week that Russia has the capacity for a chemical weapon attack in Ukraine. The Polish president said today that would be a game changer. NATO would have to think seriously about what to do. Would the U.S. intervene more directly, militarily, if Russia uses chemical weapons in Ukraine?
Well, first, Anna, it is a very legitimate concern, fear that Russia would use chemical weapons in Ukraine. They're right now accusing the United States and the Ukrainians of potentially using chemical or biological weapons, which is a tell. It's a tell that they themselves may be preparing to do so and then trying to pin the blame on someone else. That's a classic page out of the Russian playbook. As the president said on Friday, if Russia were to use chemical weapons in Ukraine, they would pay a severe price. And I'm going to leave it at that today as we work closely with our NATO allies and partners. And together we communicate through channels to the Russians to reinforce that message that Russia, in fact, would pay a severe price if they use chemical weapons in Ukraine.